Hello everyone, I am back. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I've had a few people leave comments, and I appreciate any comments that people give me. And I've seen a few people viewed my videos, and I appreciate all the support. It's been a crazy few weeks. Last Friday, my son had oral surgery. He had to get some teeth pulled while under anesthetic because they were deep roots, and because he's only 12, they figured it'd be better that he was asleep when they're trying to pull these suckers out. He's getting a sleep machine. He's got a bit of sleep apnea, so they're loaning us the machine until we get our appointments over at Sick Kids Hospital for him to have another sleep clinic study, so they can figure out the best way the machine will work for him and calibrate it basically to his needs. So we have a loaner for him to start to get used to the idea of having the mask on and sleeping with the machine and the whole 9 yards. So that's a new adjustment. So there's quite a lot of things going on, and the one thing that I noticed through all this craziness of kids' appointments and my son was sick for 4 days and he missed 4 days or 6 days, but he missed, including weekends, he missed like 4 days of school. And then the report cards are coming out this week, and then parent teacher interviews. My daughter did awesome on her exams. I am so proud of her. She's in grade 9. First time ever having to take exams. And she did really well, and I'm so proud of her. And the one mark that I have to brag, because I'm a mother, is she got a 96% on her religion exam. So who knows? Maybe I got a future minister or a nun. Who knows? Nun, I don't think so. She's too boy crazy to become a nun. Uh, and she's gonna be 15 next month too. So that's another thing I got to think about what to do. I want to do something special for her birthday, but next year is the big one, the 16th. So that one I'm gonna have to start planning like 6 months in advance to do something really special, because a girl 16th birthday is considered an important event. But she's turning 15 anyway next month, so maybe the day at the spa, a couple of hours, get a massage and get a manicure, pedicure, maybe, little girly, all girls like that. So maybe something like that. I haven't quite decided yet. And also depending what's in the budget, and that's what I've been trying to hammer on with the kids is what's in the budget, and basically trying to lead by example. And it's not always easy. The kids are always asking for stuff. I'm drinking my tea here before I go to bed. All right, can you put money in my bank account so I can buy some lunch and this and that? It's just or my son will get money or whatever, and he'll say, "Oh, can I have some money left? Can I go to McDonald's after school?" Because unfortunately, or I say unfortunately, I liked it at first, but just next to the kids' school is the church, and next to the church is McDonald's. So it's just like 2 minute walk, and they're at McDonald's, and that's where the kids like to hang out after school. So I'm trying to lead by example and teach them, what to do with their money as opposed to just going to McDonald's and blowing it on whatever, French fries or a drink or what have you. But like I said, I am not been perfect at it either. And I think the biggest problem I have is disorganization. And that's the monster, as I call it. I am trying to tame the monster, get rid of the monster. So I'm slowly starting to think of how I can improve myself in that area. Because by improving myself in that area, that'll help me with my budgeting, with tracking what I'm spending, with not having to spend money unless I really need to for like groceries and the important stuff like the bills, and take control of my money basically, because if you don't take control of your money, somebody else will. And that somebody else is called interest rates. It is called late payment fees. Those are the people that will gladly take more of your money. So if you forget to pay your gas bill this month, next month they'll send you a reminder notice along with a little extra charge saying, well, you forgot to pay. Well, now you owe us X amount of dollars plus this late fee. So they charge you for being late, and if you're really late, then they cut your gas off or your electricity. So you don't want to go that far. But basically, that's what can happen. And that's who's controlling your money. If you don't take the ownership and spend the time to properly plan and properly set out the payments and make sure your money is allocated and paid on time, then you will have Mr. or Mrs. Interest Rate or Mr. or Mrs. Late Charges controlling your finances. So you may say, okay, I'm going to allocate $25 as mad money for the month for yourself. Then you have Mr. and Mrs. Late Fee coming up, and you're like, nope, I guess I don't get any mad money this month because all that money just went to paying all these late fees because I haven't paid my bills on time. Or Mr. and Mrs. Interest Rate because I failed to pay off my credit card bill in full. So those are the things that are really you need to really look at and really take control for yourself before these individuals control you. And that goes with every aspect of your life. So organization is actually pretty, how shall I say it, important. In a nutshell, one word, important. Because I even notice that when I'm taking out the garbage and I see how much we're wasting, and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute here, if I were just a little bit more organized, we wouldn't have as much as we did, or do have, or that we're throwing away. Like yesterday, my daughter went through all her makeup she had in her room, and threw out a whole bunch of old stuff that was almost empty, and without thinking about it, you just throw everything in the trash because it's easier. And plus, you're throwing away all that money, and then you're thinking to yourself, did you really need all that stuff? So you really have to think of what you're spending and says, how will this impact me? And will this cause me to derail financially and have Mr. and Mrs. Late fee charges and interest charges pay me a visit the next month, and the month after that, the month after that? Because if you add up all those late payment charges and those interest charges that you're paying, you could probably go on a nice vacation on a cruise for you and your whole family. I wouldn't be surprised the way these individuals like to wreak havoc on your finances. So that's just a little tip, is try to be organized, to try and pay everything on time, to not bring as much junk into the house, and to really just declutter your house, your mind, your body, your soul, and just be able to walk in the door knowing that you have allocated and you have the money to pay all your bills on time at the end of the month, that you have good healthy food in the house for you to eat. You have very little garbage and waste cluttering up your life. And you can come home, have a cup of tea, and just breathe. That's my goal. I would like to be able to properly come home and just breathe. I come home a lot of times to dishes that still need to be unloaded and loaded again. That's not what I want anymore. I want to come home to the dishes. No dishes, I should say. What am I talking about? No dishes lying around. I want to wake up in the morning knowing that I've put all the dishes away the night before, and I can make breakfast, and I can just put my dishes right into the dishwasher and not have my kitchen counters cluttered and my bathroom cluttered and my bedroom cluttered. So that is what my goal is going to be focused on, is getting organized financially and otherwise. Because once you get organized in one area of your life, it's easy, it falls through with the other areas, and before you know it, I don't expect me to be perfect organization and be Mrs. What's the Molly maid? But I do want to get rid of 90% of the junk that I know I don't need, or 90% of the junk in period, 100% of the junk I don't need, but just really go through my house and just be able to open a cupboard and know what's in there and know that I'm actually going to be using whatever it is. So that's my goal, and if I need to, I'm going to check our city. We have a website with a waste wizard. It'll tell me how I can get dispose of stuff, where I can dispose it. If not, I'm just going to do what I've done before. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. You pay them a fee, and they haul it all away. They'll take the time to recycle what needs to be recycled and dispose of everything properly. So I think that's what I need to do. Well, take care, everybody. I'll pop up again in a few days, hopefully, and it's another exciting video. Well, I hope you found this exciting and not too boring. But just remember, just take it one day at a time. Forgive yourself. Don't try and do too many things at once, and just be proud of everything that you've accomplished so far. No matter how small it is, be proud. Take care, everyone. Bye.